Along with Grant Hill and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Ali LaForce, our reporter. So the Hawks will get the first possession, and stolen by Gobert. Pass to Shannon. Here's Gobert. Out to the right wing. Back to Daniels. Clock at 6. Launches it. Shannon's shot is off. And it really feels like the chemistry of this Timberwolves team has taken a step forward.
And B.A., you know this. Winning always enhances that energy and chemistry. But beyond that, this is a roster full of players that have had individual success, and now they're hungry and thirsty for team success, because that's the true measure.
Here's Shannon. Pass to McDaniels. Here's Shannon to the inside. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. McDaniels, that's good.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Young looking for an opening. On the wing, Daniels. From deep, fires in the triple.
Oh, good shot from Daniels. He understands he needs to keep knocking these down for his team.
Pass to Gobert. Outside McDaniels. Here's Shannon. It's good.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's Okongwu. Now Johnson. Checked by Randall. Here's Daniels. A good look from Johnson. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. Johnson's got 5 now.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Oh, my goodness! Cocked it back and fired it home!
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying?
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Outside McDaniels. To the wing on the left. Pass to Randall. To the middle. Here's Gobert. Book it. And it's Randall with the assist.
Gobert's comfort zone, right? High percentage shots. Easy money for Rudy.
You know, part of what makes Julius Randle so effective is that spin move, Doris.
He does like to use that on the interior against taller players to get enough separation. But the number of finishing moves that guy has off the spin, it is really an effective tool.
Inside. Pass to Edwards. Back to Randall. Now here's McDaniels. Randall outside. The 3 is up. The rebound by Atlanta. To the paint. A minute 22 left in the first quarter of the game. Back to Johnson. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Timberwolves trail by 3. Outside Edwards. .55 seconds left in the first quarter. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
And that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
And it's Okongwu off the drive. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
Very difficult to slow him down defensively, especially when you have communication problems.
Back to Edwards. There's 31 seconds left to play in the first. Pass to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Gobert has a thin frame, but make no mistake, he is physical and he relishes contact.
Buries it from 3. Okongwu's got 7 points.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Young with it. 4-3. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. The Hawks on top. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
Here's Shannon. Pass to Alexander Walker. This one for 3. Rebounded by Johnson.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves are one of the biggest teams in the association, and Coach Chris Finch said, quote, "That's how we're built. It's part of our identity. That's what we have to lean into. We want to be big at the rim and force our size on opponents." Brian, he loves to see other teams hesitant to venture into the paint.
Hearing footsteps, right? Allie, thanks. Back to Reed. Outside, Alexander Walker. Shannon. The rebound by the Hawks. Outside Young. Fires the 3. Cash! Trae Young with a triple. All right, Doris, you look at the criteria for traveling in the NBA. You think it's called often enough?
You know, BA, I'm not sure of the answer to that. It's amazing to me the speed with which these officials have to make the calls. Sometimes you go back and watch it, what looks like a travel is not, or what's not called a travel is. This is actually a harder issue than people think.
Here's Shannon. No good with a layup. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Atlanta. 7-point game, biggest lead so far.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
To stop the run. Up top, Alexander Walker. Pass to Miller. Back to Alexander Walker. Here's Reed. Okongwu with the rebound. The Hawks lead by 9. And Naz Reid has proven to be a matchup night.
Oh, wow! Incredible! Even though he's young, Daniels tends to make the right decisions with the ball in his hands. And great job to establish position and square up.
Now the Hawks with it. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Pass to Reza Shea. Driving in. Out to the right wing. 6 on the shot clock. The kick out to Young. 3-pointer. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. Reza Shea, no good.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
Down low. Outside McDaniels. Back to Gobert. Pass to Shannon. Stolen by Young. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And Minnesota making a change here. Out left to the wing. Young on the drive. Over to the wing. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. And the Hawks lead by 13.
so good off the catch. The defense has to guard Risacher better than this.
Randall outside to stop the drought. Nails it from beyond the arc. Randall's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
They set a pick. Pass to Risacher. Offline with a 3. And Minnesota with possession here. Trailing by 10. Randall outside. Outside McDaniels. Left side Edwards. Shot clock at 6. For 3, DiVincenzo. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
Up top, Young. Outside, Johnson. The 3 from Risacher. Drains the triple. Risacher's got 5 points in the quarter.
I love how competitive this kid Risacher is, coming right back with his own triple. They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Pass to Daniels. He gets it up. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Jaden McDaniels picks one up. Atlanta shooting their second and third free throws tonight. He does not get the second one. And so we wrap up the first half. Hawks ahead, up 9. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. Timberwolves trail by 9. Pass to Edwards. Here's Shannon. To the middle. Stolen by Capella. And a fast break now for the Hawks. Man with it. Now guarded by McDaniels. Here's Krejci. Back to Capella. Pass to Krejci. From down low. Good D by Gobert.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
Right side McDaniels. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Timberwolves trail by 7. There aren't many more dominant defenders in the NBA than Gobert.
Well, that's definitely fair to say, B.A., because his defense has an outsized influence on a game. The inside presence changes an opponent's game plan.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Niang outside. Now here's Man. No points so far. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. To the paint. Here's Gobert. Hey, rejected by Capella. Edwards for 3. LeVert with a rebound. The Hawks lead by 5. And he goes in for the dunk.
This is a good scorer who's got size and athleticism. Caris LeVert is not going to struggle to throw it down.
Outside Edwards. Oh, Edwards with style and authority.
How about Anthony Edwards, the bounce? Go ahead, Ant.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. The shot by LeVert, no good. Timberwolves trail by 5. Pass to Gobert. And the foul called on Caris LeVert. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Gobert. Give him 8. Inside. Outside for Randall. 4 on the clock. Back to Gobert. Right side Edwards. Randall outside. Pass to Gobert. Second chance effort. And that one's good. McDaniels gotten 4 this quarter.
Well orchestrated, and then the pass is right on the money.
And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for Minnesota. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. They grab their own miss. Now Randall. Second shot opportunity. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Second team foul.
Doris, one of the most physical guards in the NBA, Anthony Edwards.
If you want to talk about a prototypical NBA body, it's Anthony Edwards. He's got size, strength, athleticism, but beyond that, he's so skilled. 3-level scorer, versatile on the defensive end, fearless when it matters. Anthony Edwards may be the next face of the league.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Well, Doris, we've heard Anthony Edwards declare himself as the best player in the league.
Well, B.A., when you got the game to back it up, you don't mind putting yourself out there. And Anthony Edwards has charisma, highly skilled, and he's fearless when it matters most. Look out for the Ant-Man.
Right wing. To the inside. Here's LeVert. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Reed sets a screen. DiVincenzo with it. And it's Niang picking him up. Back to Reed. Pass to DiVincenzo. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Back to Niang. Now Capella. On the wing man to snap the cold streak. Drills it from deep. Man's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. There's 6 seconds left in the third quarter. And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to Shannon. Here's Alexander Walker. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Atlanta on top. They lead by 4.
The Hawks, 37.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. The Hawks lead by 4. Pass to Okongwu. Reed with the rebound. Here's Shannon. Outside, Alexander Walker. Reed sets a screen. Here's DiVincenzo. Soft touch off the glass.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
Niang a screen. Fires for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Niang's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, Caris LeVert has great size to see over the defense and terrific vision there.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Nice move. Driving to the basket. Okongwu with the rebound. Niang outside. Here's Risache. There's the three. Knocks it down from distance. And it's an 8-point Hawks lead.
Yeah, get used to seeing that. Risache will be nailing threes for many years to come.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Both teams deciding to change it up. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. They were encouraging their team to run, look for breaks. Coach wants to see them getting into transition more. Back to you, Brian.
And Allie, thanks.
And vertical threat that is Rudy Gobert. What a ferocious finish at the rim.
Timberwolves trail by 6. Outside, DiVincenzo. Here's Gobert. Atlanta with a rebound. Outside Johnson. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
Really good passing wing. Risache isn't a ball stopper. He really looks for his teammates.
Here's Edwards. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Yeah, what stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
Back to Okongwu. Pass to Daniels. Okongwu with it. Defended by Gobert. And here's Okongwu. 6 to shoot. Johnson with it. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Out to DiVincenzo. And it's all from 3-point range.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball.
Oh, Young sticks it from the corner.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
Here's Okongwu. And stolen by Edwards. Outside McDaniels. There's the drive. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Well, keep your head up. Look for an opportunity to facilitate Julius Randle the delivery.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. There's 1:47 left in the fourth quarter. The Hawks lead by 7. Now Okongwu. Pass to Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Here's Daniels. Now Okongwu. They get it back. Outside, DiVincenzo. Back to Daniels. Outside Edwards. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Hard work pays off right there. Anthony Edwards finds himself in the paint and draws contact.
And both free throws good for Edwards.
A perfect trip to the line narrows the gap.
How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambling.
Here's Daniels. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
So strong at the rim. That'll serve Daniels well here in this league.
And the Timberwolves with possession. 8-point game.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Fourth team foul.
He drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to 7. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
In their position, they really need to cash in on every chance at the line.
Outside Young. Here's Rizachet. And a miss there on the triple.
And just not enough time for them to get back in this game.
I'll tell you, it's never an easy point in the game, knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L.
Reed for 3. Rebounded by Johnson. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. So it's Atlanta picking up the win. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was.